Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Duncan and I am a travel agent who specializes in Disney destinations. And today I am at Blizzard Beach. Blizzard Beach is one of Disney's water parks and I'm not a water park mama. So we are here to have some fun today, and because for 2025 and in the summer of 2026, all Walt Disney World Resort guests get free water park admission on their check-in day. So today is Friday. We checked in to Disney's French Quarter. French Quarter is where we were staying today, and we got free admission to Blizzard Beach. This adds a lot of fun for a family's trips without adding on an additional price. So we're gonna go see what Blizzard Beach has to offer us today. If you're heading to the Disney water parks, you want to make sure that you are checking transportation to and from your resort. Our resort did not have a straight bus. We did have to ride to Disney's Animal Kingdom and then head to the water park. The story behind Disney's Blizzard Beach is that there was a freak snowstorm that made a ski resort, but of course Florida, being Florida, melted the snow, and so now we have a cute little water park. And check out this snowman family that's melting. Super cute. If you want to read more about Blizzard Beach, look for this sign attached to this map. You're going to have the green, purple, and red slopes. Those are your water slides. And then, of course, there is a lazy river, wave pool. And it tells you about how long the water slide waits are. There's nowhere else like it. If you have little ones, Tikes Peak is where you want to go, or if you are a fan of Frozen, because there are some cute little Frozen characters over here that we are going to take a look at. Going to try really hard not to get any little ones on the camera, but look at, so cute! And there is water slides over here for little ones. Families can walk around. My tip, bring some water shoes. Bring some water shoes for your safety. If you're feeling bougie, private patios are available. I have done one at Typhoon Lagoon, and I will say that it was definitely worth the price. Having a designated spot to put your things and go back to take a break was definitely worth it. We did enjoy the wave pool for a little bit and the lazy river. The lazy river is a great relaxing spot. Keep in mind, it does take about 30 minutes to do a full loop. So we were in there for about an hour, but make sure that you head to this waterfall and into this cave. It's a really cool experience floating the lazy river through this cave, and it does give you a little bit of shade. Of course, Blizzard Beach has water slides. I am not going to do water slides today, but I think this is a really cool way to get up to the water slides. Once you get up there, there are still some stairs, but because this was a ski resort in Florida, there is like a ski chairlift, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So this chairlift is how you are getting up to those water slides over there in the distance. This is really cool. There is a weight for this. There is a lap bar that comes down when it is taking you up. And this looks really fun. I do want to ride this today, but I am not going to because I'm not going on those slides. But I think Mr. Duncan is, and he has the GoPro, so maybe we will see some footage of this chairlift and of some slides. If you are traveling with some tweens, teens, Ski Patrol Training Camp might be the space for them. This is a training camp. It includes an inner tube slides, a T-bar cable, body slides, and a challenging ice flow walk. We are going to go in and check it out and see all about Ski Patrol Training Camp. So So over here we do have some slides. These water slides are in between the big ones and the kiddie ones. There's not a really long wait for this. And then they come out over here in this little pool. Conrad is about to go across on these nets and ice. I'm really trying to get you guys some good information, and I'm also trying not to record any children that are not mine. But it's a busy day. It is a Friday. We are at the end of April, so we're leading into summer. I'm really glad that Disney's going to have both water parks open in the summer for this promo, because it's kind of crazy. But this is like, it's really adding a lot of fun. The kids are really enjoying it. I told you earlier, I am not a water park mama, but for a day, it's free. Right now, I can do it. There's also this obstacle course where you walk across these icebergs. And then further over here in that little teal hut is a zip line that kids can go down and splash into the water. I think this area is really fun for like some preteens, older kids, maybe kids that are nervous about the bigger slides but still want to have a good time. No trip to Blizzard Beach is complete without a picture in front of Mickey's Tube. You gotta come take a picture over here. Of course, you're gonna want a snack. Icy Expeditions is your place to get some ice cream. Let's check out this menu. There is something that you can only get here at this location. Look at that, Sandpail Sundae, vanilla and chocolate soft serve Pringle, waffle cone pieces, yellow cake, hot fudge, caramel sauce. They also have s'mores, churro, apple pie churro, praline sundae. Oh, these look absolutely delicious. If you see this little icon right here, that means that it is part of the Disney dining plan. And so you can use this as one of your snack credits. There's also AVA Lunch. AVA Lunch is serving up some foot-long hot dogs, chili cheese dogs, a salad, and of course some cold drinks. For the parents that also need a coffee, there's a Joffre's here, also serving up a Joffre's espresso martini. If you need a snack, there are some muffins and donuts, regular soft drinks, but this is located right across from the wave pool. It's time for lunch at Blizzard Beach. So we are at Lawada Lodge. This is a quick service location. Mobile order is offered, but of course there are some Blizzard Beach decor. You'll walk up over here to order. There's also the Buttons Brownie Mint Shake. I'm pretty sure this is a seasonal item, but they do have some desserts for you. But bacon cheeseburger, chicken and shrimp rice bowl, a flatbread, chicken strips, salad, turkey and cheddar. They also have some kids meals available for a plant-friendly Friends Impossible burger, of course. But you can order here or you can mobile order. And then there are some seating over there. I don't think it's a Disney trip if we don't get some chicken tenders. Conrad got the kids chicken and rice on the kids menu, and then Clementine got, of course, some more chicken tenders. I don't think there's going to be anything special about these, honestly. They look like standard chicken tenders from a Disney park, but no trip is complete without them and is a good spot to take a break from the water park today. If you're planning on spending a lot of time, a locker may be a good investment. There are standard and large lockers for $10 and $15, and you can come over here and grab a locker to hold your belongings. This one is a large, and then that one is a standard one, but you can come and put your things safely so that you don't have to leave them on a chair if you choose to do that. Frostbite Freddys caught my eye because this looks like it is for adults. They have on the rocks drinks and frozen. They have a cold fashioned. Woodford Reserve Kentucky Straight Bourbon, Citrus and Tea Slushy and Bitters. And this sounds absolutely delicious. I think we might have to make this a stop before we head out. One thing that I've noticed around Blizzard Beach are these water jets on the ground. I like it because I can kind of rinse my feet from the sand, but then it also keeps the area cool for anybody walking around without any water shoes, Crocs, sandals. There's another one right here coming from that way, and I really like it. Okay, this what I'm going to show you is super important because as parents, we never want to think that this could happen, but it could. Right behind me is the area for lost children. We already saw a child get separated from their family, that they were brought over here. This is right across from the main restrooms and dressing rooms and where the lockers are. And so if you happen to get separated from your child, come over here, because more than likely this is where they will end up when a cast member or another family brings them over to the lost children area. This is the area for lost children, so there is places for them to play here while they wait for you to come back. So Mr. Duncan did not get to go on any slides or do the chairlift, but I do want to go over the slides with you. The green slopes are the ones that you need the chairlift for. So Summit Plummet, Slush Gusher, and Teamboat Springs are the ones that you need the chairlift for. The purple slopes, the toboggan racers, the snow stormers, and the downhill double dipper, those you can walk up, as well as the red slope, the runoff rapids. The entrance to the chairlift does have a wait time, but persons who do not meet the minimum height requirement of 32 inches may not ride in the chairlift. So you do need to check for your younger kiddos. There is a measurement right here. Please measure without footwear, but you can see how tall they are and if they're able to ride the chairlift. We are leaving Blizzard Beach. It is about 3 p.m. We got here around 11:30, so we did spend a couple of hours here. I feel like it seems larger than it is. I think you can really get a lot done in a couple of hours depending on what you're wanting to do. And I think like every family dynamic is different, right? Like, do we want to do the thrilling slides? Do we want to chill in the lazy river? What are we really wanting to do? And I think you and your family can definitely have a lot of fun here. We did get the cold fashioned and it was delicious. I'm going to put a picture of it right here. It was so good, refreshing. $19 for it. I would pay $19 again. Honestly, I would. As for me, not being a water park mom, it wasn't horrible. I have been to water parks that are just really gross, you know what I mean? But I think Disney does a great job of like maintaining the space. And there was room for everyone. We did have a little bit of trouble finding a chair to put our things on. We never sat on the chair. We just put our things there. And like I said, we got here about 11:30. It actually opened at 10 this morning. So if we would have got here on time, I think we would have been able to find a spot just fine. But it is, right now it is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those hours, of course, can change. But I do recommend getting here early, getting your day started so that you can find a good seat, and then keep on enjoying your day. I think the biggest question is, would I come back? And I do think that I would come back. I do think that the free water park on your check-in day is a great opportunity to try out a water park if you have not been to one. Would I pay to come back? Probably not. Just because when we come to Disney, we're coming for the parks. And then honestly, my kids really love the lazy river and we could be in the pool. My kids are not water slide kids. And so really like what we did today, we could have done at our resort in the pool. But it was a great experience to come and try something new. Conrad, who is 12, did like the obstacle course area. So I think that is a great place for families, and especially right now, 2025 and summer of 2026, when families get free water park entry on their check-in day. This is just a way to add to the fun and not adding to the price tag. I hope you enjoyed our day at Blizzard Beach. We definitely did have a lot of fun as a family. And if you are coming to the Walt Disney World Resort in 2025 or the summer of 2026, I hope that you take advantage of either Blizzard Beach Water Park or Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, because they are both great options for you and your family. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button because there are more adventures coming soon. And if you have any questions about Blizzard Beach or Typhoon Lagoon, leave them in the comments. I have been to both. If I had to pick one that I would go to again, I feel like Blizzard Beach. I like Blizzard Beach a little bit more than Typhoon Lagoon, but I'd love to answer your questions in the comments. Make sure that you're following me on my other social medias. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Friend Like Duncan. And I will see you real soon.